Hello everyone, we'll start the class.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have completed exercise 8.3. Now we need to start with a new topic, that is the last part of the chapter, trigonometric identities. So copy down the three identities. First one, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Second one, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. Third one, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So the first identity is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Second one, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. Third one, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So you need to by mark these three identities. Second identity you can also write as sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Third identity you can also write as cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So copy down. So from the first identity, sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, you can derive formula for cos square theta and also sine square theta. From this formula identity, I can write sine square theta is equal to, I'm taking this cos theta this side. So plus cos square theta will become minus cos square theta. 1 minus cos square theta. That means 1 minus cos square theta you can replace as sine square theta. Same way I can write cos square theta is equal to, I'm taking sine square theta to this side. So it will be 1 minus sine square theta. That means cos square theta I can write as 1 minus sin square theta. Sin square theta I can write as 1 minus cos square theta. Same way from the second identity, one plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. This is your second identity. From this identity, I can derive equation for tan square theta and also sec square and also for 1. That is tan square theta is equal to, I'm taking this 1 to this side. So it will be sec square theta minus 1. Or you can write sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. These are the two formulas you can derive from the second identity. So instead of tan square theta, in some of the questions, you can replace it by sec square theta minus 1. And you can replace 1 by sec square theta minus tan square theta, or tan square theta sec square theta minus tan square theta, you can write as 1.
Could you show the last page?
Sorry.
Could you show the last slide?
Okay, from the first identity.
Yes, ma'am.
I have deleted it. I'll write once more. Sin square theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. Cos square theta can be written as 1 minus sin square theta from the identity number 1.
Okay, ma'am.
As I'm done.
Yes, ma'am.
Tan is equal to equal. Other than theta minus square theta, so the other, so plus tan square will become minus tan square theta. That means you can write sec square theta minus tan square equal to 1. So from the identity, one cos theta is equal to cosec
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
your voice is not clear. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So the first equation is cot square theta is equal to, I'm taking this 1 to this side. So plus 1 will become minus 1. That means cosec square theta minus 1. So cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta minus 1. Same way I can write. I'm going to take cot square theta to this side. So it will be cosec square theta minus theta. Cot square theta is equal So from all the identities, you can conclude that sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Then you can write sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. Finally, cosec square theta minus cot square theta equal to 1. These are the three identities. So come to example number 12. Page number 191. Express the ratios cos A, tan A, sec A in terms of sine. So we need to express cos in terms of sine, tan in terms of sine, sec in terms of sine. All the ratios in terms of sine. First, cos A. We need to represent cos A in terms of sine A. That is the question. So you have the first identity, sine square A, sine square theta or sine square A plus cos square A equal to 1. So from this identity, you can derive formula for cos. I told you cos square A is equal to 1 minus sine square A. So what is cos A? Cos square A is 1 minus sine square A. So cos A will be root of 1 minus sine square A. I'll tell you how. From this cos square A, I have removed the square. When I remove the square, I need to put root on the other side. That's the rule. When you remove square from one side, you need to put root on the other side. So cos A will be value of cos A equal to 1 minus sine square A. You have represented cos A sine. This is the first one. Cos A equal to root of 1 minus sine square A. Next one, tan A in terms of sin A. Same way, tan. I think this you have understood. Cos A in terms of sin A. So we have taken the first identity, sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. I told you cos square A is equal to 1 minus sin square A. You don't want cos square A here. We need cos A. So I have removed the square. When I remove the square, I need to put a root on the other side. So cos A equal to root of 1 minus sin square A. Same way we'll represent tan A in terms of sin A. Tan A. So tan A you can write as sin by cos. Sin A by cos A. In the beginning of the chapter, I have given you the note. Tan A is equal to sin A by cos A. Cot A equal to cos A by sin A. So tan you can write as sin by cos equal to sin by, just now we found cos A equal to root of 1 minus sin square A, right? So I'm going to replace this cos A by root of 1 minus sin square A. So I'm writing here root of 1 minus sin square A. That's it. Now we have represented tan in terms of sign. See, numerator also sign, denominator also sign. I'll explain it once more. Tan A you can write as sin by cos. Sin A by cos A. I have simply replaced cos A as root of 1 minus sin square A. We have already found cos A equal to root of 1 minus sin square A. That's it. So the answer is tan A equal to sin A divided by root of 1 minus sin square A. Same way we need to represent sec in terms of sin. Now sec. So sec A you can write as, I told you sec and cosec are reciprocals. So you can write sec equal to 1 by cos A or cos equal to 1 by sec A. They are reciprocals. So I can write sec A equal to 1 by cos A. See, cos we have already found, cos A equal to root of 1 minus sin square A. So replace this cos A by root of 1 minus sin square A equal to 1 by root of 1 minus sin square A. That's it. Now you have represented sec in terms of sin. That's the question. So we have done cos, tan, sec. This is example number 12. You can ask me if any doubt is there. Up to example number 13. Prove that sec A into 1 minus sin A into sec A plus tan A equal to 1. So we'll take the LHS first. Okay, I'll write the question. We need to prove sec A into 1 minus sin A into sec A plus tan A equal to 1. So we'll take the LHS first. And we'll prove that LHS equal to RHS equal to 1. So write down replacing sec A equal to 1 by cos A. Sec and cos are reciprocal, so you can write sec A equal to 1 by cos A. And I'm changing tan A equal to sin A by cos A. So I'm replacing all the sec in the question as 1 by cos A and tan in the question as sin A by cos A. We know tan A is equal to sin A by cos A, sec A equal to 1 by cos A. So I'm replacing it. The first one is sec. Sec I'm going to write as 1 by cos A. 1 by cos A into sine, this I'm keeping 1 minus sine A as it is, into, see here also you can see ck. Ck will replace by 1 by cos A. 1 by cos A plus tan will replace by sin A by cos A. Sin A by cos A. See, simply I have replaced all the sec to cos, tan to sin by cos. So you'll get 1 by cos A into 1 minus sin A into 1 by cos A plus sin A by cos A. Now, see you got 1 by cos A. I'll write once more 1 by cos A into 1 minus sin A into 1 by cos A plus sin A by cos A. Now listen carefully. See here 1 by cos A into 1 minus sin. It's like this 1 by cos A into 1 minus sin A. So I can write it like 1 by 1 minus sin A by cos A. 1 into 1 minus sin. I can write it sin A by cos A. Putting it together. See these two and the 1 minus sin A cos. Common 1 cos A. Sin A by cos A. 1 by cos A plus sin A by cos A. I can write 1 plus sin A by cos A. Since this is addition and the denominators are same, I can write 1 cos A. So I am writing it together. Into 1 plus sin A by cos A. Okay. Now this is multiplication. I need to multiply numerator to numerator, denominator with denominator. Here I can't write, since the denominators are same, I can't write it together as 1 because here the sign is multiplication. Here it was addition, so I can write it together as 1 cos A. This is multiplication, so you need to multiply denominator to the denominator, numerator to the numerator. So 1 minus sin A into 1 plus sin A. Right. 1 minus sin A into 1 plus sin A divided by, see, cos A into cos A. Cos A into cos A means cos square A. So I'm writing cos square A. Write down till here. Nothing. These two I have written together 1 by cos A into 1 minus sin A. I have written as 1 minus sin A divided by cos A. Written together. These two, since the denominators are same, cos A and cos A, and the sign is addition, I have written together 1 plus sin A divided by cos A. Here the sign is multiplication. So I need to multiply both. 1 minus sin A into 1 plus sin A, cos A into cos A. So 1 minus sin A into 1 plus sin A, cos A into cos A, cos square A. Now you can see here, this is in the form of identity number 3. Not this identity, algebraic identity. A minus B into A plus B equal to A square minus B square. Third identity. See here, A minus B into A plus B. It is in the form of identity number 3. So you can change it to A square minus B square. So below that, applying the identity, plus B A square square. The that one was 1 minus sin A into 1 plus. So in terms of A and B, A is what? 1, B is sin A. So you can write it in terms of A square minus B square. That is 1 square minus B is what? Sin A. Sin square A divided by the same thing. What is the denominator? Cos square A. So you got 1 square is 1. So 1 minus sin square A divided by cos square A. So I told you 1 minus sin square A is what? From identity number 1, 1 minus sin square A equal to cos square A. I have given you this formula 1 minus sin square A equal to cos square A. So you can replace this one. Numerator 1 minus sin square as cos square A. So I can write cos square A divided by cos square A. So cos square A by cos square A got cancelled. What is remaining? 1. See, this is RHS. So below that, write LHS equal to RHS, hence proved. So if there is no doubt regarding this example, we'll move to the next one. So done with example number 13. Now example number 14. Prove that cot A minus cos A divided by cot A plus cos A equal to cosec A minus 1 cosec A plus 1. So we'll take the LHS first. And we'll reach the RHS. Then we'll prove it. First take the LHS. Cot A minus cos A divided by cot A plus cos A. So below that, write replace equal to, sorry, cot A you can write as cos by sine. Cos by sine A. Cos A divided by, here also you can see one more cot A. So I'm writing cos A by sine A plus cos A. So I have just replaced cot A as cos A by sine A. Now I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to take up sine A from, sorry, cos A from the numerator and denominator. So write wait, I'll write it in a new page. Cos A by sine A minus cos A divided by cos A by sine A plus cos A. Below that, write taking cos A out from numerator and denominator. So now we're going to take cos A from numerator and cos A from denominator so that we can cancel cos A both from numerator and denominator. Taking cos A out from numerator and denominator. See here. From the numerator, I have taken cos A out. So what will remain inside the bracket? See here, I have taken cos A. So what is there? 1 by sine A. Minus, from here also I have taken cos A out. What is remaining? Don't tell 0, it's 1. 1 will remain there. Divided by, from denominator also I am taking cos A outside. So cos A, what will remain inside the bracket? See here, I have taken cos A out. So what is there? 1 by sin A plus, yeah, from here and what is there? Only 1. So this is the next step. You write it below this. Cos A into 1 minus sin A minus 1 divided by cos A into 1 divided by sin A plus 1. So from here you can cut cos and cos. From numerator and denominator you can cut cos and cos. Now what is remaining? 1 by sin A minus 1 divided by 1 by sin A plus 1. So you know that what is 1 by sin A? Reciprocal of sin is what? Cosec. Cosec A equal to 1 by sin A. Sin A as cos 1 by sin A you can read. The last step will be minus 1 plus 1. See, this is your below the right. LHS equal to RHS, hence proved. From this step, we have taken cos outside. So when you take cos outside from the numerator, see, I have taken cos out. What is remaining inside? 1 by sin A minus 1. Taken cos and cos outside. Same way from the denominator also I have taken cos outside. So remaining is 1 by sin A plus 1. From here I have cancelled cos and cos. It got cancelled and what else is remaining? 1 by sin A minus 1, 1 by sin A plus 1. So 1 by sin A we know. 1 by sin A is what? Cosec A. Reciprocal of sin is cosec. So I have replaced 1 by sin A as cosec A. So cosec A minus 1 divided by cosec A plus 1, that is your RHS. So you can write LHS equal to RHS, hence proved. Hope you all understood this one. We'll move to example number 15.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. prove that sine theta minus cos theta plus 1 divided by sine theta plus cos theta minus 1 is equal to 1 by sec theta minus tan theta using the identity sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. This is your identity number 3. Sec square 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. So this is the question. We will take the LHS and we'll reach at RHS. But you can see here, okay, wait, I'll write the question. Sine theta minus cos theta plus 1 divided by sine theta plus cos theta minus 1. So listen carefully. This is a little tricky one. But so listen carefully. I'm not sure whether this question is taken out from your syllabus or not. Anyways, we'll do this one. So listen carefully. We need to use, they are telling we need to use this identity. Sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. But see the question, you don't have any sec or tan in the question. So how can you use this identity? Sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. You have sine and cos here instead of sec and tan. So you can't use the identity number 3 here. For that, we'll convert sine and cos in terms of divide all the terms, or you write divide both numerator and denominator by cos theta. So why I told cos theta? Because if you divide all the terms by cos, see here, sine by cos, you will get tan. Cos by cos 1, 1 by cos, you will get sec. That's why I told divide all the terms by cos theta, so that you will get sec and tan. Sine by cos tan, 1 by cos sec. So I'm going to divide all the terms by cos. Next step will be sine theta by cos theta minus here minus cos theta by cos theta. Everything, divide everything by cos theta plus 1 by cos theta whole divided by, see here, sine theta. Sine theta divided by cos theta plus cos theta. Cos theta divided by cos theta minus 1 by cos theta. So I am dividing all the terms by cos theta. Now you see here, the first term, sine theta by cos theta will become tan theta. Sine by cos is tan. So this term will become tan theta. Second one, cos theta by cos theta got cancelled and this value will be 1. Third term, 1 by cos theta. We know reciprocal of cos is what? Sec theta. So 1 by cos theta will become sec. Same way in the denominator, sine by cos, tan. Cos by cos got cancelled and it is the value 1 minus 1 by cos theta. That is what? Sec theta. So in the next step, I'll write tan theta minus theta, tan theta minus theta. So copy down first. So our next step is tan theta minus 1 plus sec theta divided by tan theta plus 1 minus sec theta. Hope you understood this. Sin by cos become tan, cos by cos become 1 by cos sec, 1 by cos sin by cos becomes theta, cos by cos plus sec theta divided by change it. Listen carefully. I'm gonna write tan and sec together. Simply rearranging theta, simply writing both together, then what is there? Minus 1 divided by, same way, tan and sec together. Tan theta, sine of sec is minus. So tan theta minus sec theta. What else is remaining? Plus 1. Simply rearranged it. I have written tan and sec together. That's it. So tan theta plus sec theta minus 1 divided by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Now write down multiplying both numerator and denominator by tan theta minus sec theta. Because we need to apply the identity. Identity is what? 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. Here we don't have any square terms, right? So that's why we are multiplying the numerator and denominator by tan theta minus sec theta. Because we'll get square terms so that we can apply the identity. Multiplying both numerator and denominator by tan theta minus sec theta. See what happens. So now we reached tan theta. I'm writing the same thing down. Tan theta minus, okay, tan theta plus sec theta minus, okay, I'll write it in a new page. Copy down first. Okay, so we got tan theta plus sec theta minus 1 divided by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. So when we multiply both by tan theta minus sec theta. So this is what we got, tan theta plus sec theta minus 1 divided by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. So I'm multiplying both numerator and denominator by tan theta minus sec theta. So multiplying by tan theta minus sec theta. Listen carefully or else you won't understand by looking the textbook. Tan theta minus sec theta. Both multiplying by the same term, tan theta minus sec theta. So now you can see the two terms here. Tan theta minus sec theta here. See the numerator side. Tan theta plus sec theta here. So I'm gonna multiply tan theta minus sec theta with this term first. Okay, so first tan theta plus theta whole and theta minus sec theta to this term. See what happens. First one, tan theta minus sec theta into tan theta plus sec. Tan theta, see here, term into this term. Tan theta plus sec theta into tan theta minus sec theta. So I can write tan theta plus sec theta into tan theta minus sec theta. Now, one more is there. Now you need to multiply tan theta with this one, minus 1. So minus 1 into tan theta minus sec theta. Anything into minus 1 is what? Negative into positive? Negative. So minus, same thing, into 1. If this is 1, so tan theta minus sec theta. I'll explain once more. You have multiplied the numerator and denominator with the same term, tan theta minus sec theta. As you can see here, tan theta minus sec theta, tan theta minus sec theta. Now we'll multiply with each term. See, this whole tan theta minus sec theta, you'll first multiply with the first term. This whole thing, tan theta plus sec theta. Then after that, you'll multiply with the second one, that is minus 1. That you can see here. Tan theta plus sec theta into tan theta minus sec theta. After that, tan theta minus sec theta into minus 1. Into 1 means what? Same term. Anything into 1 is what? Same term. But this is minus 1. So negative into positive will become negative. So you can see here I have put the negative sign. Minus tan theta minus sec theta. Divided by, you write the same thing. Don't multiply or don't do anything. You write the same thing, tan theta minus sec theta plus 1 into tan theta minus sec theta. I'm not doing anything to the denominator. Keep it as it is. Only numerator we are multiplying. So you got the numerator, tan theta plus sec theta into tan theta minus sec theta minus tan theta minus sec theta. Divided by, keep it as it is. Same thing. Now you can see here identity number 3, algebraic identity number 3, a plus b into a minus b. See here, a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So you can apply that identity here. Instead of a, you have tan theta, b, you have sec theta. So a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square means tan square theta minus sec square theta. So I can replace this whole term by tan square theta minus sec square theta by using the third algebraic identity. So below identity, I'll write tan square theta minus sec square theta, then everything as it is. Hope you have copied. I'm going to the next page. So I'm replacing tan theta plus sec theta into tan theta minus sec theta as tan square theta minus sec square theta and rewriting it. In the next, below that, write tan square theta minus sec square theta. How I got this? By applying the identity number 3. Then write everything as it is. Tan theta minus sec theta. Don't forget to put the bracket divided by same thing, tan theta minus sec theta plus 1 into tan theta minus sec theta. Same thing. In the next step, I'm going to remove this bracket. I'm going to remove this bracket. So when I remove the bracket here, you have the sign negative sign here. So when I remove the bracket, the signs inside the bracket will change. That means inside the bracket, you can see tan theta is positive. So when I remove the bracket, tan theta will become negative tan theta. And you can see here negative sec theta. So when I remove the bracket, negative sec theta will become positive sec theta. All the signs changes. So I'm going to remove the bracket and rewrite that. So tan square theta minus sec square theta. Okay, before that, one more thing is there. So you have the second identity. What was the second identity? 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. See, this is the second identity. 1 plus tan square theta equal to sec square theta. This one you can write as sec square theta. I told you sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. But here you can see here numerator. Tan square theta minus sec square theta. But we have only sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. This is the identity we have. But in the question it is tan square theta minus sec square theta. Opposite of that. So the value will be minus 1. I'll show you how. See, this is the identity. So when I take sec square theta to this side and 1 to this side, listen carefully, I'm taking sec square theta to the left side. So when I take sec square theta to this side, plus sec square theta will become minus sec square theta, right? So when I take this 1 to the other side, first I'll take sec square theta. So 0. Now I'm taking tan square theta minus sec square theta is equal to minus 1. So that I can replace here tan square theta minus sec square theta as minus 1. Don't write like this. Better you write like this one, which I have given you in the note. Sec square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. Therefore, tan square theta minus sec square theta equal to minus 1. When you change the sign, here also sign changes. Sec square theta you have replaced. Sec square theta minus tan square theta you have written as tan square theta minus sec square theta. So change the sign here also. That's it. Write this one somewhere on the side of the notebook and you can replace this one by minus 1. Tan square theta minus sec square theta is equal to minus 1. And also I'm going to remove this bracket in the next step. Okay, I'm going to replace it. Minus 1. This got replaced to minus 1. Then I'm removing the bracket. That means tan theta. Inside the bracket, tan theta will become minus tan theta. Minus sec theta will become plus sec theta divided by, keep it as it is. Denominator, you don't want to change it. Tan theta minus sec theta plus 1 into tan theta minus sec theta. Now what I'm going to do is, taking the negative outside from the numerator. So from the numerator, I'm taking negative outside. See here, in this step, we have removed the bracket so that the signs inside the bracket got changed. This is the reversal of that one. I'm taking the negative outside and I'm changing the signs inside. Reverse of that. See here. In the next step, I'm taking negative outside. So what all things are there inside the bracket? The sign changes. So you can see here, 1 is negative. So inside the bracket, 1 will be positive because I have taken the negative outside. Here you can see tan theta is minus. So inside the bracket, tan theta will be plus tan theta. Now, minus sec theta. That I can write as plus sec theta, I can write as minus sec theta. Why? Because I have taken the negatives of all the terms outside. So inside the bracket, sign changes. So once we remove this bracket, again sign changes. It comes back to the normal sign. Okay, this okay. You got like this minus 1 minus tan theta plus sec theta divided by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1 into tan theta minus sec theta, right? So now I'm taking the negative outside from the numerator. So write down taking negative out from the numerator. Taking negative out from the numerator. So when I take negative out, minus 1 will be plus 1. Minus tan theta will be plus tan theta. Plus sec theta will be minus sec theta divided by same thing, tan theta. See, here I can rearrange it. Tan theta minus sec theta plus 1, I can write as 1 plus tan theta minus sec theta. Simply rearranging. So 1 plus, I'm not changing the sign. Simply rearranging 1 plus tan theta minus sec theta into the same thing, this one, tan theta minus sec theta. So now you can see why I have taken the negative outside from the numerator. When I taken the negative outside, you see here it is 1 plus tan theta minus sec theta. Denominator also 1 plus tan theta minus sec theta got cancelled. Both are same, so it got cancelled. So what is remaining in the numerator? Don't say it is 0. It's not 0. 1 is there. Everything got cancelled. So 1 is there. And also you can see one negative sign is here, left side. That means negative 1 is remaining on the numerator. Denominator, you can see only one term is there. Tan theta minus sec theta. So this is what remains. We just taken out the negative from the numerator. So it became 1 plus tan theta minus sec theta. Denominator also you have 1 plus tan theta minus sec theta. Both got cancelled. So what is remaining? Minus 1 on the numerator side. Tan theta minus sec theta on the denominator side. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
1 divided by tan theta minus sec theta. You got it. But you can see in the question, it is equal to 1 by theta minus tan theta equal to 1 by tan theta minus sec theta. Same way, we'll take the negative out from the denominator. So write down. Below that, right? Taking negative out from the denominator so that the sign will get changed. Then it will match the question. Denominator 1 minus 1 divided by, I'm taking the negative sign from the denominator. That means negative out. Inside the bracket, all the signs changes. So tan theta is positive. So inside the bracket, it will be minus tan theta. Here you can see sec theta is minus. So when I take negative out, sec theta will be plus sec theta. Now see negative got cancelled. Outside the bracket, both the negative from the numerator and from the denominator got cancelled. Now what is remaining? 1 by minus tan theta plus theta. This is your RHS, right? LHS equal to RHS, hence proved. Nothing. From here I have taken negative outside so that the signs changes. So minus sec theta will become plus sec theta, tan theta will become minus tan theta. So negative outside the brackets got cancelled, and what is remaining? 1 by tan sec theta minus tan theta, which is equal to RHS. Hence we proved. You can ask me if there is any doubt in any step. Okay, so we'll move to exercise 8.4. Exercise 8.4, question number 1. Express the trigonometric ratios sin A, sec A, and tan A in terms of cot A. So we need to express all the sin, sec, and tan in terms of cot. Okay, first of all, you write your identity number 3. What was identity number 3? 1 plus cot square A equal to cosec square A. We need to derive something from this identity. Identity number 3, 1 plus cot square A is equal to cosec square A. That means, you know, cosec square A is what? 1 plus cot square A. So cosec square A is 1 plus cot square A. What is cosec A? Cosec square A is this one. What is simply cosec A? I'm gonna remove this square. That means I told you we need to put a root on the other side. When you're removing square from one side, you need to put root on the other side. So now I have removed square, cosec square A. I have written cosec A is equal to root of 1 plus cot square A. Equation number 1. Now you got what is cosec A, root of 1 plus cot square A. Okay, first you write this one, then we'll move to the question. This is a part of the answer. We need to represent sin A in terms of cot A. That's why we need this equation number 1. Cosec A is equal to root of 1 plus cot square A. Write this down. Okay, so you got cosec A is equal to root of 1 plus cot square A. Now come to the question. Represent sin A in terms of cot A. So first take sin A. You can write sin A as 1 by cosec A. Sin and cosec A are reciprocals, sin and cosec. So you can write sin A is equal to 1 by cosec A, reciprocal of cosec. Just now we got cosec A is equal to equation number 1. Just now we got cosec A is equal to root of 1 plus cot square A. So replace this cosec A by 1 plus cot square A. Your equation number 1 is cosec A is equal to root of 1 plus cot square A. So I'm replacing this cosec A by root of 1 plus cot square A. 1 by root of 1 plus cot square A. See, now I have represented sine in terms of cot. That's what the question is asking. Converted sine to cosec, cosec to cot. Finally, you can write sine A equal to 1 by root of 1 plus cot square A. Now the second one is sec. Sec we need to represent in terms of cot. So we got sine A equal to 1 by root 1 plus cot square A. Hope you have copied. So write sine, okay, we got sine A equal to 1 by root 1 plus cot square A. This is sine A. Then what will be sine square A? I have squared sine. Sine A equal to 1 by root 1 plus cot square A. So sine square A will be square this term also. 1 square is 1. So keep it like that. 1 by, when you square the denominator, what happens to the root? Okay. See, root, okay, root 4. Suppose root 4, you are squaring root 4. What happens? Root 4 is 2. Squaring 2. 2 twos are, see, root 4 means 2. Again squaring means 2 twos are 4. That means when you square the root, it will remain the same. Root get cancelled and it will remain the same number. Once again, when you square root 4 whole square, we know root 4 is what? 2. Root of 4 is 2. 2 square is 4. That means square of root 4 is 4. So when you square the root term, the root get cancelled. Now come to the question. Here, we are squaring the whole terms because we have squared sine square A. So when you square the whole term, 1 square remains 1 divided by you are squaring the root term. I told you when you are squaring the root term, the root get cancelled. This will be 1, simply 1 plus cot square A. So keep it in mind, when you square the root term, root get cancelled. That means sine square A is equal to 1 by 1 plus cot square A. This was our last answer. Sine in terms of cot. We have squared the terms. So we got sine square is equal to 1 by 1 plus cot square A. Sine square A equal to 1 by 1 plus cot square A. Now listen carefully. From the first identity, we know that sine square A is equal to 1 minus cos square A. I have given you this formula. Sine square A is equal to 1 minus cos square A. So can I replace this sine square A as 1 minus cos square A? Yep, I'll be writing sine square A equal to 1 minus cos square A because both are same. Sine square is equal to 1 minus cos square A. So in the next step, I'm going to write, okay, you write it somewhere. Okay, below that only you write sine square A equal to 1 minus cos square A. Replacing sine square A equal to 1 minus cos square A. So the next step will be 1 minus cos square A equal to same thing 1 by 1 plus cot square A. Simply replaced sine square A as 1 minus cos square A. Now I need an equation for cos. For this cos, I need an equation. So I'm taking this minus cos square A to the other side and this whole term to this side. Okay. Minus cos square A I'm taking to the other side and the whole term in the other side I'm taking to this side. So that I'll get some equation for cos. Then only I can find sec. Sec means 1 by cos. Okay. In the next step, I'm taking cos square A to the other side and this whole term to this side. So this term is plus 1 by 1 plus cot square A. So when I take to this side, it will become negative. 1 minus 1 by 1 plus cot square A equal to minus cos square A to this side. So minus will become plus. Simply cos square A. Once again, I'm taking this whole term to this side. So this whole term are plus positive sign. So when I take whole term to the other side, plus sign will become minus. That's why when I take that to this side, it is 1 minus 1 by 1 plus cot square A equal to this minus cos square A I'm taking to other side. So minus cos square A will become plus cos square A equal to cos square A. So we got an equation for cos square A. Cos square A is equal to 1 minus 1 by 1 plus cot square A. So I can write this as, okay, 1 minus 1 by 1 plus cot square A equal to cos square A. I can write cos square A is equal to 1 minus 1 by 1 plus cot square A. Okay, copy it fast. Okay. Minus 1 by 1 plus cos square A. Cos square A. Now taking the LCM here 1 by 1 in 1 plus cot square A into 1 plus cot square A. To make the denominator same, taking the LCM 1 plus cot square A you can see here. So multiply here both denominator and numerator by 1 plus cot square A to make the denominator same. Equal to 1 into 1 plus cot square A. 1 plus cot square A minus 1 divided by, we have made the denominator same. So I can write 1 plus cot square A. See here 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 got cancelled. 0. 1 minus 1 0. So what is remaining? Cot square A divided by 1 plus cot square A. So we got cos square A is equal to cot square A divided by 1 plus cot square A. Now the same way I can write what is cos A. I got cos square A, so I can find what is cos A. When I remove square from cos, I need to put a root on the other side. So in the next step, I'll be removing this square from cos. Then I'll be putting one root over here. So we got cos square A is equal to 1 minus 1 by 1 plus cot square A. I have taken the LCM here. Multiplied both numerator and denominator by 1 plus cot square A. So here it is 1 into 1 plus cot square A. That is 1 plus cot square A here. Minus 1. 1 minus 1 got cancelled. What is remaining? Cot square A divided by 1 plus cot square A. Okay, in the next step, I'll be removing the square from here. That means cos A is equal to root. Okay, I'll do it in the next page. Okay, now you got cos square is equal to cot square A divided by 1 plus cot square A. Cos square A equal to cot square A divided by 1 plus cot square A. Now I am taking the square. I am removing the square. So cos A equal to root of cot square A divided by 1 plus cot square A. I removed the square from here. I have added the root here on the other side. So what is the root of cot square A? Root of cot square A. Cot A. Root of cot square A is cot A. So I am replacing this one as cot A. This root will give to both numerator and denominator, right? So when I given to numerator, square got cancelled. Root of square is what? That number. So root of cot square is what? Cot A. So I'm replacing this one as cos A is equal to cot A divided by root of 1 plus cot square A. When you remove the square from here, root also removed from the numerator side. equation number 2. You got the value for cos A. Cos A equal to cot A divided by 1 plus cot square A. So we have represented sin A in terms of cot A. Now we need sec in terms of cot A. Okay. We write it as equation number 2. Cos A equal to cot A divided by root of 1 plus cot square A. Now we'll represent sec in terms of cot. Going to the next page. Sec A. Reciprocal of sec, cos. 1 by cos A. Cos and sec are reciprocals. So I can write sec A equal to 1 by cos A. Now you can replace this cos as what? You have equation number 2. Just now we found what is cos. That's why we found what is cos. To replace here. So from equation number 2, from equation 2, cos A is equal to cot A divided by root of 1 plus cot square A. Now replace this cos A by cot A by root of 1 plus cot square A. I'm replacing. Therefore, you can write sec A is equal to 1 by cos A means this one, cot A divided by root of 1 plus cot square A. Now, one more step is there. I told you when you take, this is the main division sign. So when you take these two to the other side, I told you we'll take the reciprocal and this division will become multiplication. Right? So I'm taking this to denominator to the other side. So this denominator, this cot A by root of 1 plus cot square A will become the reciprocal. And the division will become multiplication. In the next step, you write equal to root of reciprocal 1 plus cot square A divided by cot A. Wait, I'll write it more clearly. You got sec A equal to 1 by cot A divided by root of 1 plus cot square A. So now I'm taking these two to this side. So we'll take the reciprocal and also we'll multiply with this 1. 1 means what? 1 by 1. Simply 1 means 1 by 1. Actually, here you have 1 by 1 divided by cot A by root of 1 plus cot square A. So you are taking this cot A by root of 1 plus cot square A to this side. So it will be the reciprocal and also this division sign will become multiplication. So in the next step, you can write like this. Sec A is equal to 1 by 1 into reciprocal of this root of 1 plus cot square A divided by cot A. Cot A by cot square A became 1 plus cot square A by of quote. The answer. Both are in quote. That is the question. We need to represent seek A in terms of quote. Now the numerator and denominator are in terms of quote. Okay, one more thing is there in the question. We have represented sine, sec, and now we need to represent tan in terms of quote. Okay, the last one, tan in terms of quote. That is simple. Tan. What is the reciprocal of tan? Quote. So tan you can write as 1 by tan A equal to 1 by quote A. That's it. You are representing in terms of quote. One is easy. Tan A is equal to 1 by quote A. So the answers for this question is sin A in terms of quote A. You got sin A is equal to 1 by root of 1 plus quote square A. Second one, sec A is equal to root of 1 plus quote square A divided by quote A. Now you got tan A is equal to 1 by quote A. Okay, now the time is already 9:33. We'll start with the question number 2 in the next class. So that's enough for today. You all can leave the meeting.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome.